So the holiday lighting ceremony is right around the corner. And that means all of the fun holiday things on the square are going to come out. So be on the lookout for all of our city guys starting November 1st to be working downtown to set up all of the wonderful things that happen down there. Now, we live in Iowa in the winter where things are cold and barren and nothing should be alive outside. So some of our decor are more than 50 years old and they're definitely starting to show their age. So we will be putting a lot of money into the Christmas downtown, the holiday tradition, in the next 2 years to replace candlesticks that are now orange that were red. Some things that were not weatherproofed are now very moldy and gross and don't work. And so there's a lot of things happening. This past weekend, we had a group of folks who restrung all 36 wreaths that hang on the poles in an effort to not spend $700 each on new ones. So we really want to send a shout out to those folks. There will be more opportunities to help upcycle some more stuff. So we have a great guest this morning, afternoon, whatever time day you're watching this lovely program. Jason is hiding behind the camera this week because we have 2 guests this week, and we've only prepared for 1 guest in the fun podcast studio. So he's hanging out over there. So these are my friends from Gordon Flesch, Troy and Andrew.
This being Troy, I'm Andrew.
There you go.
Nice to see you.
So Gordon Flesch, tell me what Gordon Flesch is. It's not like selling human parts.
Wow. Yeah.
No.
Flesch, flesh. Nothing to do with skin. So we're a 68-year-old office technology company, family owned and operated by the Flesch family since 1956. As you well know, because you use our device in your office.
I have pitched you to other people, so I know the story. It's your turn to tell.
Yeah, as you should.
I'm going to test. There's be a test later.
We need to test your story, maybe.
No. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So what can you offer to our members or non-members or our future members?
Yeah, so we're truly looking for partners. We want to partner with you on any of your technology needs, whether it be an office copier, scanner, printer, cloud-based phone systems, even software or electronic faxing. So we're really here to help from an entire office standpoint with your technology needs. And we're doing so right here locally from Burlington Avenue. So,
and you have the best repair person on the planet who's been in my office a lot lately. Sorry, Jerry. Yes. Jerry Runyon, who's been a tech for how long?
Oh my gosh. As long as I've been alive, I think. You could probably speak more to that, Troy.
I think it's over 40 years that he's been in the Fairfield area doing service on copiers for Walkers and in Advanced Systems and now Gordon Flesch, which was all done through acquisition. So yeah, he's phenomenal. And
he is so good. Even when it's like, Mindy, you did something really silly, he will be happy to fix it for me. Or when things don't work, so when I call as a customer, I can say this, when I call, he is there. Like, it was like he was waiting for me. When I run out of printer or toner stuff, it comes like within a couple of days. So there's no waiting for a repair guy, which in our line of work, if I need to print something, I need to print something, right?
Of course. Absolutely.
So what is some of the best things about Gordon Flesch?
Honestly, the people. Like, we truly care. And I was actually initially recruited to the company by my next door neighbor, Derek Randall, who works our Cedar Rapids market. And I was driving for UPS at the time, and he saw that I wasn't in the backyard with the kids. I wasn't, experiencing life the way I wanted to. Mm-hmm. Nothing against UPS, but it was just a lot. It's a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Right? And that was through COVID. So I'm almost in 4 years now with Gordon Flesch. And Derek just talked to me more and more about the culture, the people, the relationships you build. And that's what's kind of shown true throughout my 4 years with GFC, as we call it. It's just those relationships and how much people truly care to make our clients successful. So I think happy people make good customer service and service representatives and stuff like that too. So
absolutely. Yeah. And you guys are an active member. You've done some sponsorships. You sponsored the Blast. You were a green sponsor on the Blast Off.
Yeah. That was
so
awesome.
That's important. Because it's a membership, your membership is only as active as you are. It's a pen, not a wand, right? Like people need to understand that kind of thing. So just like you, right? If I need a new printer, how are you going to come and tell me, how do I know what printer I need?
Yeah. So we don't just have a list or something that you choose from, right? We utilize our resources internally in the company, namely like our business analysts, and we'll come do a like walkthrough at your business, kind of a needs analysis, let's call it, and really get to know your workflows of your business so that we can recommend a solution that's going to be best fit. You know, it has to make sense financially. It has to make your end users happy, right? So we don't just throw things at the wall to see if they stick. We do a thorough needs analysis to find out what our recommendation would be for you. And we talk through that in a proposal, much like you and I have done very recently, because as Mindy mentioned, she's had some elevated service calls lately. So it's time for her to refresh her device.
Our device is old. Like, we don't make parts for your device anymore, old. So we get a new one this year, budget approval. So that's going to be awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Because but I won't get to see Jerry as often. That's kind of sad.
Just call him and tell him, hey, you know, we've been buying this cheap paper and it's leaving debris or something. Come clean this thing up for me, would you, Jerry? Just so you can see him. He needs to be able to come see us. So.
Absolutely. So Troy, what do you do for the company?
So I'm a sales manager that covers basically 6 of Andrew. So we have office in Mason City that I take care of, Cedar Falls, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, and Fairfield.
Wow.
So travel around those different markets. I've been with the company since 2008 and was in Andrew's role up until July of 2020, and just out helping customers, helping account executives, and seeing how we can help grow into communities and get better connected.
And you guys are really active in your communities. You don't just go sell copiers. You're active in the community itself.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things, actually, Andrew's a big part of it, is Gordon Flesch has a charitable foundation. So we give money back to nonprofit organizations. And that was started after 9/11. And since then, the number, I think, is around $2.3 million that they've given back.
It is. Yep.
And so people can submit an application on our website from January 1 to March 31st. And then there's grassroots people in our company that review those. Andrew is our representative for Iowa. Then there's a representative for all the other branches. And they review those, and you could probably speak a little bit more to this, but it's more towards what kind of impact can we have with this, not who are we giving it to. Does that make sense?
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Troy really stole my thunder there. Like that is the thing that's near and dear to my heart. You know, I mentioned the relationships, but also just the Flesch family, like owned and operated company for almost 70 years. And they just at one point decided, you know, like Troy said, post 9/11, like, you know, we gotta impact our communities in more ways. So they have trustees like myself for each branch location, and we take those applications, like Troy said, and then we're having conversations with those folks about what they do and how they impact their communities and how we can support that with our grants. So we're looking for smaller organizations that are using the funds directly to impact, you know, their mission.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you had a real, and only because we just recently had the conversation, you talked a lot about how the sons are now involved, but they had to work their way up. They weren't just, here you go, here's a company, have fun.
Right, yeah. We call him Gordy. We can do that. Gordon Flesch is no longer with us, but he has since passed the company on to his grandsons by way of his sons. And Mark and Patrick are the COO and CEO of the company today. But yeah, Gordy just decided, like, hey, for the success of this company, it's not going to be a silver spoon situation. You know, anybody that wants to work in the company with the last name Flesch is going to go out and get their degree. They're going to work in another industry. So Mark and Patrick, I think they worked for C.H. Robinson, and just got some experience outside of our industry. And then started where I'm at, you know, kind of like Troy did as an account executive, worked their way up, kind of figured out what their path would be based on what they were good at or what they enjoyed. And yeah, so they're running the company now. Their father's still very involved with the board and stuff like that too. But yeah, it's really commendable how they, you know, set that in place long ago.
Very nice. So if somebody needs a printer or needs the cloud phone, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah. Again, 406 West Burlington Avenue is where we're at. You're probably not going to find me in the office because I'm running around chatting with people. Big part of my business is taking care of my clients, but also getting out into the community and looking for new people that need my assistance. So give me a shout. My number is 319-249-5569. You can also check out gflesch.com. And again, that's Flesch. And
not skin parts.
nothing to do with that. But you'll find a lot of good things there, including our application for the charitable foundation.
So, or you can go to the chamber, fairfieldiowa.com, and click on the directory.
Yeah.
So the Tree of Lights campaign will be in the newspaper the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. You will have those. We want to get as much raised this year as we can so we can start shopping for next year. Thank you for being our guest.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Anything else you want us to know about Gordon Flesch, the company, you two? Anything you got coming up?
We don't have anything major going on. I mean, we represented 2 of the top brands, so we really drive our message about quality. So we're the largest Canon dealer, the largest Lexmark dealer in the country, and Canon is number 1 in their space for market share. So definitely going to put a product in there that's going to last. As you know, you said yours is old, it's still running. So
exactly.
they're built to last.
Absolutely. And the new one is even better and has fancy features. So I'm super excited. In fact, I've said that at least 6 times today. I'm so excited we're getting a new printer.
We're gonna make Mendy's life a lot easier.
Printing renewals,
so
it's fun.
She's excited very much about it, and then a testament again to Mr. Jerry Runyon, who's just done a phenomenal job for all of our clients in the area, and everybody I talk to gives rave reviews about the service Jerry provides. Not only how well he's turning wrenches and stuff, but his communication with clients and giving them some coaching and just ensuring that they're going to be successful. So. Absolutely appreciate that. And I did test out the Chamber website, and if you type in printer, you will find Gordon Flesch Company or copier. So Mendy's on it.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, we will see you again next week where Jason hopefully will not be hiding behind the camera like he likes to. We should also mention that Jason, along with Dick, are Emmy winners for their Parsons film. So congratulations, my friend.
Congrats.
And we will see you again next week.
Right. Thank you.
Ta-da!
Thank you.